माहिती प्रसाद आहे. Thank you. So, so ladies and guys, thank you very much for your time to helping us to in terms of the knowledge sharing and technology audits. I've been saying same point, a couple of years. Again, I'm taking repeat the same thing. Yesterday we had a meeting in the 1009. Uh, don't mean that I'm repeating the same point, but ultimately what actually you need to understand is that the classroom education, whatever that you are learning in the four walls, will not give you job. You would understand that, then you will also understand the importance of these training programs as well as the certificates. The classroom education will definitely give you O grades, A plus grades if you perform very well, but industry is not looking at what actually we are being teaching in the class. Those fundamentals are important. That does not mean that you can skip those classes and directly attend these training programs. But if you skip those classes and attending these training programs, you cannot even understand these programs also. So somewhere at some particular point, whatever the career that you choose, the training programs are important, and the certifications are also important because the certifications are the preliminary. Uh, I don't say they are hurdles, but that's something like preliminary gateways to understand or to be understood by others. So uh, thanks to that because they come forward and to train all of you in the TI, I'm sorry, NI systems. And in 2014, I feel 2014 or 13, in that time that we bought all the NI tools. But subsequently later days, the students are not shown much interest in the NI platforms. But again, with the efforts of Dr. Rajendra and their team and all the EC department faculty. Now, it's good that you come forward and then you are showing a lot of interest in IoT, embedded softwares, and embedded designs. Continue these efforts. After this training program, you're all requested to take care of those certifications also because that's what just now we were discussing about the CLAD and CLD examinations, which are very very important to all the students. So I wish you all the best and focus on it, and then try to clear those certification courses. That's where we can even produce the core jobs. Core jobs are not like that. TCS or Infosys by just sending an email, they don't come to the campus and then recruit you. Before they come, they see many things from your side and at you. So and this training programs are one among them. So I wish you all the best. Good luck.
Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce today's guest, Mr. Manimaran sir. Manimaran sir graduated as an electronics and communication engineer from Anna University, Chennai. He currently serves as an assistant manager at VA Solutions, Bangalore. He works extensively on turnkey systems and system integration using applied technologies. He has delivered more than 350 lectures, visited over 200 engineering institutions across India and Sri Lanka, and conducted numerous hands-on training sessions and faculty development workshops. His key areas of expertise include RF communications, wireless systems, measurement and automation, sensors, and FPGA-based embedded system design. Now I request Mr. Manimaran sir kindly share his thoughts with us.
Very good morning to all. Good morning to all the dignitaries on that. And a very thanks to Guatemala College team. After 10 years almost, I'm coming up to this campus. Sir, Principal Sir, you were saying 2013 or 14. Yes, it's almost there. It reminds me back to where we were here for heading 100% clan ourselves over here during that time. So it reminded me that time. It becomes a very good remembrance because we were here, 7 to 8 members were here to conduct the clan programs over there. Srilata ma'am knows me from that time. We are in touch. And thanks to her for inviting me after 10 years. Yes,
it's always special to be going back to the same place. And Hyderabad also seems a lot. Also seems a lot. Yes. Right. So this particular sessions of lab is it's very simple. As your sir was mentioning, the principal sir was mentioning, basics of 4 years engineering. Yes, it should open you to get a job, but not a career. Because I studied lab in my final year engineering just for the sake of doing my final year project. But I'm still working in lab for the last 2 years. So I can say that I've chosen this path as a career, so I'm working over here. So career is something which you put yourself in, which go on a longer run. So you can choose that and you can move on. Just before the previous session also we were telling to your fellow classmates, you are all gifted, you are all in Hyderabad. Why? Why? Because this we are all not from rural places. Where I remember someone to Madurai who are 3 days of Latin doesn't go there. But Naview's training sessions are arranged in Hyderabad itself, where few based companies in Hyderabad itself. So if you look at you, if you're going into a company in ICM, or ATCS, or any automation related companies, or DRDO or ISRO, all entities are there in Hyderabad. You can name them, you can find the company over here. That's the benefit you have here in Hyderabad. So once you plan to choose, you're going to go in a hardware domain. So it's not only I'm saying about labbing. Any domain you can take, all domain it's a benefit you have here. So you can choose your career and you can start work with them easily. Excellent. Regarding labbing, anything we have session for now. Yes, but this particular thing which I wanted to acknowledge what your professor said. That's why I wanted to. Yes. All the best, guys. We'll see you in the session, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. Now I take the privilege to introduce Mr. Chandan Kumar, sir, Application Engineer at VA Solutions, to the gathering. He has delivered more than 70 lectures and visited over 40 engineering institutions across India. His key interests include advanced communication techniques, measurements, and automation, sensors, data acquisition, and FPGA-based embedded system design. Now I request Chandan sir kindly share your thoughts. So it's my pleasure to be here to handle the sessions and value and extract the applications from next to this meeting. To learn value with NI hardware, MIDAC and MIDO, which will be a practical exposure for you to the industrial applications. While studying theoretical things, as a will be complete with this practical applications and will be going through the real world examples. And I hope you guys will enjoy these sessions in some implement that in your future, which will be helpful for your careers also. So you can find many companies related to that. You get certifications, you can get good jobs, you can settle. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Finally, I request our principal, Professor J.D. Ravindra, sir, HOD, Professor S. Ravindra, sir, and WJ Krishnaputra, sir. Kindly come forward and felicitate our distinguished guests, Mr. Manimaran and Mr. Chandan Kumar. Sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request all faculty members and students to kindly assemble the review form. So, for the usual one. Thanks. Now, 5 minutes. One week, completely. Don't contain that for it. Almost 24.5 and last my one which you know in the but you 70. You can share among your friends. You can do it. Yes. So, we start. Okay. So, what is learning? Yes. What is learning? Laboratory works well, instrumentation, engineering, workbench is not that. Yes. Yes, that. Is that like software? Yes. Learning is a graphical programming software. What exactly means is one tool that is similar to your C language, C++ language, Java, Python. How exactly we do program? The same way we do programming as also. Here also we have window, for loop, yes, conditions, input variable, output variable, everything to have a value also. But how language is different from other programming languages? Other programming languages will have so many lines of coding. Yes, in lab you we will not do so many kinds of work. We will be doing everything in a form of clockwise. You see over there, to perform addition, we have multiple different modules we have. Yes, you have to declare, you have to parameters, everything you have to define. Then you go for A plus B, A plus B. The same A plus B I am doing with one symbol here. There is a function which will perform action here. Okay, you guys. Yes. So in lab everything is form of a one basis. Okay. So here that's the reason so many companies around the globe. Have you heard of these companies? There are 45 companies, one of the top companies around the globe. Yes. So here, these companies they are not only using, okay, they are also using AI technology. Okay, so many other softwares, hardwares they are using. Along with that, they are using AI technology also. Okay, so why? Because of this facilities. You can rapidly develop prototype things, invest, validate, and verify. That's why these technologies are used. Yes, you see here, let's say there is an automation process. Let's say there is a Yokogawa or Honda or Nissan, Toyota, Volkswagen, Ford, Ferrari. Yes, all these companies are also there in there. What Boeing will do, what NASA will do with this software. So, in a simple terms, if I want to tell you what exactly this car company does, the same parameter Boeing does. Structural analysis. So in a car, they will design a bonnet or they design one particular part of a vehicle and they will do a critical test. They will do a usability test, strength of a material, how it works, what is the stress it takes, yes, when it travels at a particular speed, how this material may behave, all those things commonly applicable to Boeing aircraft also. Boeing not only does aircrafts, it will prepare, produce missiles also. Yes, warfare items also they are doing it. Missile rocket launches they doing. Okay, so those all things also they will test using different parameters. What they were looking for wherever you have a measurement and automation. Yes, you can blindly use any technology. I have to acquire some parameters using a sensor. I want to build some logic and I want to validate that it's results. Yes, you can easily use variable. Yes, when you do all these things, why Epson also there? Or Xerox is there? Yes, Xerox printer company is also there. What you would have done in that printing companies? What Procter and Gamble will do with this? Toothpaste company. Procter and Gamble. So PNG, yes, automation process. We are not prepared. Laundry materials for preparing toothpaste over there. Packaging and automation, packing everything, they do with that. You know, yes, so these are the things I am doing. Automation process, text measurement options, you will get there. You can easily use it. And and all these companies, they may not use what you. They may use other programming languages also. With Indian hardware, can develop program using Python. With any hardware, you can develop program using C. Logics you can take, drivers are there. So with that, you can develop logics. Next is when you want to create a qualification for different validation alone. Code can be developed in Python or C. You import it and you validate the test parameters. The program in application. There is another software called as evaluating for big data analysis in happening. So that is a very standard. Like realize, yes. So that's the reason it is a common parameter for MA technology validated system. So virtual instrument. We haven't covered anything as a virtual instrument. So do you know anything as virtual instrument? What is virtual instrument? We express in rules creatively. We express the desktop so that we can see our it's like very hard. So virtually available. It's called virtual instrument. No. Actually, with the term virtual, people will think that virtual instruments are only simulation basis. Virtual instruments are only virtual instruments are only simulation basis for real-time hardware depending. No. Virtual instruments are act as a replacement for a real-time hardware. Virtual instrument will act as a replacement for a real-time hardware. Very, very simple example is, have you ever seen this shot? What is this? We use it. Yes. We perform RC subtracting. Yes or no? Sine, cos, tan. Yes or no? No. Okay. See here. Standard to scientific. Sine and cos you have. So now this particular calculator will begin the same way as a normal shop 100 rupees calculator. So in this calculator, replace the 100 rupees calculator with keypad one back. So yes, virtual instrument will act as a replacement for real hardware. So no, virtual instrument will act as a replacement for real hardware. Okay, what is the time now? I've never seen nobody is looking at watch it. I don't know what's. What are you going to look for? Mobile or laptop right corner? And should it's same time it shows. So guys, virtual instrument will act as a replacement for real hardware. And here, yes. So what do we have over here? But this will not work. Calculator is there in your mobile phone also. Calculator also. Tapping on W your keypad, Nokia phone also have calculator. So no, 500 rupees mobile phone with the calculator also you get there. So now tell me, without a hardware, you cannot replace a real hardware. Minimum you need a calculator, which means iPhone also will have a calculator in there. Yes, M4 processor or bionics. i7 processor in laptop also will have a calculator. Snapdragon processor in mobile phone also will have a calculator. Yes or no?
Normal keypad mobile with DSP transfer also will have calculator. So definitely there will be a processor. Some microcontroller microprocessor will be available to perform logical operations. I mean here, list of the appearance schemes, yes, interfaces you will develop through software. With here is you require a platform to run it. It may be in the form of mobile phone, it may be in the form of am I clear? Yes. So I have something as a real hardware virtual instrument. Have you all seen this? What is this? Oscilloscope. Okay. Yes, I have an oscilloscope. Okay. For example, I have a function generator. I have an oscilloscope. Yes, I have a function generator which is going to give me a sine wave of 5 volt of 5 hertz. How do I connect this function generator to oscilloscope? How do you connect? Through probes. So you have a one terminal you connect to oscilloscope, another connect to your function generator. So positive, negative to negative. Yes or no? So you have a function generator positive, you have a reference which you will connect to this. Now I have a PC. This is a software running in it. How do I give this function generator signal to the PC there? 5 volt, 5 hertz. To my hammer. How do I feel? If I am not seeing the same waveform, I cannot say this acts as a replacement. Yes or no? So how do I do that? You find out your result. But one word is charging. 5 volt I can charge you another one. You cannot feed 5 volt to your computer. Do what A or not? No. If you want to directly take. Why? Because whatever signal I generate over here, which is an analog signal, whatever my PC will understand as a digital data. So how do I connect this analog signal to my PC? Converter. Yes, I need something called as your ADC or DAC I need. So this device will be connected to your PC in form of wired or wireless, either in form of USB or Ethernet. You will be connecting to your system. So these devices will have terminals. I will connect positive to positive. I will connect negative to negative here. So what these devices are? A normal microprocessor or a microcontroller. Simple form, we call it as a DAC hardware. In simple process, we call it as a data acquisition device. DAC hardware. This DAC hardware can be MyDAC, MyRio, Arduino, STM microcontroller kit, anything. Okay, because real world signal has to get into your PC. So we should send in the form of a PC understandable method. So in Arduino also you have analog in, analog out, digital in, digital out. So you take a signal feed to your analog in plus minus. Here also you have plus minus. Here also I'll have a plus minus. Simple. So I'll call this device as a data acquisition unit.
DAQ, data acquisition unit, which will acquire, which will analyze, which will present. Data acquisition is a process of acquire a signal, analyze a signal, then process a signal. That's why it's a data acquisition device. This device will perform all three. Am I clear? Data acquisition is not only merely storing data. Am I clear this? Yes. So if I want to connect through this, virtual instrument is a combination of VI is a combination of PC plus efficient software or mobile. You need a platform to run either PC or thing. Then you require a modular hardware. This modular hardware is a ADC or DAC. In simple words, it is a data acquisition device. That is. Excuse me. If you ask me to write a program for an oscilloscope of a Tektronix make, you give a Tektronix oscilloscope, connect via USB or Internet to your laptop, program the hardware to acquire signal. Yes, we can do. Because that is recognition device. How exactly I acquire data to someone wants to use? Same way, I have one scope, two scope, three scope, four multiple channels I have there. So I can acquire. Maybe this hardware affects some medicine works. You understand? Yes, that remains a key to use you can program. So for me, it's an oscilloscope is made that. Or for you, take your Arduino into you. So any devices you can take and you can work on it. So this is what virtual instrument. This is important. Why? Because it's all library programs they have an extension as well. Not really. How exactly you have a library file as a not really. You have a document file also you have .doc. Excel file you have .xls. Similarly, library file will have extension is not really. Everything you have also virtual instrument. Why? Because in LabVIEW you have a 10 panel to block diagram. In all your programs, 10 panel is the case which will act as your user interface, where you have different controls, different indicators, buttons, nodes, and you have over here. Because that is the one which is going to act as your GUI user interface. So, how exactly they are developing a user interface for this device? We will also have a different user interface for our software. This is a front panel. How exactly I have a knob there? Here also I have a knob there. I have a graph to visualize. I also have a graph to visualize. I have an LED indicator, button control, knob control. I have the same here. You will not say knob input. You will not say LED output. Yes, you will define it as a control and indicator, right? The same way, software also we will define it as a control and indicator. In LabVIEW, what your inputs are called as gross, all your outputs are called as indicators. Anything? Yes. So block diagram is the place where you develop code. Logic will be built over there. If I give some input in my front panel, what amplify by 2 units. So for that I have to have amplification circuit in my logic. So based on that, that value will be amplified and gives output there. The same way, my hardware device also will have some components behind this front panel. For the inputs I vary, it will perform some operations, it will perform some work, and it will get back that output over here in the circuit again. Am I clear? Yes. So with this entire device, you have a front panel and back diagram, where the back and motherboards will work as block diagram, logic definitions are there. It's already defined how it's supposed to behave. Am I clear? Yes. First logics we will develop using our block diagram. Yes. So this is how you will build a logic. For example, if you want to do some conversions or any operations there, front panel will have input and output. Block diagram will have logics defined again. So in value, all your inputs are called as inputs. All outputs are called as indicators. The functional operands, whatever you are doing, it will be called as a functional node. Input variable, output variable, operators. These operators are functional nodes. Am I clear, please? Yeah. Okay. So in value, there are different colors you will get. Each and every data type, you will get one color. For example, so far we have used percentage D integer, percentage F float, yes, percentage C, percentage yes. How exactly we are defining every data type in the form of notations. Here we will be defining whatever color itself indicates what data type that we are using. Yes, two color represents will get blue color represents blue color represents in integer, green color represents boolean, pink color represents string. So you have different color parameters are there. Thin wire represents one type, thick wire represents so many data types you can get in mind. Am I clear? Yes. Okay. So have you got installed this stuff? Yes. So whichever systems you have value, just open value name. Go to start, type, you will get value. Go to start, type value, you will get value. So how you option called as UVI. You have an option called UVI. Click UVI. Yes. Click an option called UVI. Now, please see you have a front panel. You have a dot diagram. Apart from this, if you have anything as this, do you get anything? No? If you have, close that. If you have anything, close that. Apart from this gray or white color window, if you have something as this, close it. Just maximize your front panel. This is your no. Okay. If you want to go to block diagram, window, show block diagram. Window, show block diagram. Now if you see, when you maximize this, do you get anything as this? Do you get anything as this? Only you should have white color screen. Close this one. Close. Okay. You will have this particular. So whenever you want block diagram, you can take block diagram allowed. Whenever you want front panel, window, show front panel, you will get front panel. See, it is playing hide and seek. If front panel is visible, block diagram is not visible. If you want block diagram, front panel is not visible. If you want both, just go to window. You have an option called as tile left and right. Is it visible, guys? Tile left and right. Window, tile left and right. When you choose this, tile left and right, shortcut is Control T. What will happen is your screen will be automatically split to half front and here. Yes. Why I asked you to close the other parameters now? Whenever you right click on your front panel, you get controls panel. Whenever you right click on your block diagram, you get functions panel. It will be occupying some space. Whenever you want to just right click and you can take that. Then got these two windows. Okay. Stop. Don't do anything. Yes. Stop. Don't do anything. See here. I will go to my front panel. I right click on my front panel. You see I will get a controls panel. It is all controls panel. No functions will be available here. Only controls will be available. So I go to controls panel. I go to numeric. I have the controls indicated. All options I will have here. So I press numeric control. I select. See I'm not holding. I just click. Move. And if I want to drop, I drop it. Please don't do along me. I repeat, please don't do along with me because you will not understand what I'm saying here. If by mistake, if I use some shortcut, if I get one icon, you will be searching for the icon. Okay, don't do it. I'll tell you what are things you can take and I'll give you practice time also. 5-10 minutes you can practice it. Okay, see here. Just right click, drag and drop. As soon as you drop, the labels are selected. If you want, you can label it. If you want to change it, you can change. What is being clicked out? By mistake, you clicked out. You want to label it. You want to change it. So just drop it. The label got selected. If you want to choose and give some other name for it, you can choose it. I right click. I'll go to numeric. I'll take one more numeric control. I'll keep here. I'll say it as input B. I right click. Next to numeric control, I have a numeric indicator. Next to numeric control, I have a numeric indicator. I select numeric indicator. I drop it over here. I'll say this as a result. Yes, similarly, what you can do is I can write it, numeric parallel, I can choose something as a progress bar. Whatever size I require, you can fill over there. I can name this as a view. Plus, I can put it as a fuel tank over there. Or I take this as a pointer slider. I can slide them. I can keep here. This is a volume button. 100 is the volume. Yes, we can have. So I write it, numeric, I go to log, I say this as a frequency, 1000 hertz. You can type just a number, whatever you want to type, you can say. I want this knob to be bigger, okay, bigger. Scale also will automatically change. You don't want to do anything. Okay. So now I right click, I go to numeric, I'll say a meter. So this is a volt meter. So 230 volt. So I'll keep for 230 volt here. So I right click, I'll go for numeric, I'll take a gauge, I'll keep over here. This is a pressure gauge. Yes. 100 bar pressure. I'll take 100 bar pressure. Yes. I'll come here. Numeric. I'll take a tank. I'll keep here. This is a water tank. 200 kilometers. Yes. 0 to 1 liters. Right click. Temperature. Yes. Thermometer. 1200 degrees Celsius to minus 400 degrees Celsius. Suddenly it becomes a movement. Fine. So you have a 1200 degrees Celsius you can take. Right click. Cool it. So far you are taking everything on numbers based. If you want to go on off purpose, Boolean. You go for Boolean, you can push button. Yes, you go to push button again. So this is a Boolean option. Yes, if you want a round LED, you can take some LED. You want a square LED? Yes, you can take a square LED. Go to Boolean. If you want to take a OK button or slide switch, you can take a slide switch, make it bigger. So this I am typing something as a doctor in out. So doctor in or out, you can flip. Instead of doctor, if I give a name as a motor on or off, it is okay. If you know how to control a motor, yes, stepper motor or servo motor is over there. And I told you that the Xerox company or printer company is also using LabVIEW. Who knows? They might be using LabVIEW programs to validate their motor speed, paper taking speed, how many prints they can print together and get. Yes, they will validate with that. Here, so simple things you can work with that. So I'll go to string, I'll take a string control. I'll take a string indicator. Yes, I can give some values over here. String control, string indicator. If you want to drop down also, you can choose here drop down. Combo box. Right click, indicators. So something as a food menu item you can add to it. For example, I say inside tea, coffee, juice, idli, dosa, everything you can add to it. I'll say okay to this. Now if you see when I click on it, I get that list. Whichever I choose, I'll get there. You see in this, after dosa, I press the enter. So what empty space also has come. So this only what we have is, you have in your all websites you have there. State selection, district selection, you can choose over there. Inputs, string inputs. Am I clear? So different options you can take and can work. And if you see here, whatever we have taken, or if you want to see something as a graph, signals visualization, you can look at it in the form of graph also can. Whatever you have chosen in your front panel, the respective elements will have the label of it now. If I double click on this waveform graph, it will tell me where exactly it is available on the front panel. I want to find out where this knob is. Right click, find the menu, it will tell me where it is again located. So it is respective elements. If any control you take, you will get it from over there in your pocket. Get it? Yes, make it fast. And when you find, just write down. Yes, make it fast.
So I should take laptop here.
Okay, so now, next, can you tell me what are the elements that controls? What are the elements that indicators? Can you tell me what are the elements that controls? What are the elements that indicators? Input is a control. I can vary. Result, result I cannot vary. Result I cannot vary. Okay. Frequency I can vary. Control. Fuel control. Volume control. Pressure gauge control. Gas control. Thermometer control. Voltmeter also control. Button, pull-in button control. LED also again a control. Indicator. So how do you differentiate them? My front card looking at a front card, right? How do you differentiate them? So see here, I just click send. Yes. Can you find out? Can you stop? Don't do anything there. Instead of looking in your screen, I'm showing in 70 screen with zoom. Okay. So see here and tell me what is control, what is indicator. How do you differentiate control? So control you can vary. Indicator now vary. Vary. How do you differentiate them? Any look-wise, experience-wise, any differences you have? How do you indicate them? Oh, increment. This increment is back. Increment is back. Okay, right? Just like that. I'm not sure. No. Huh? Oh. It's very one. Huh? I'm taking pen brush. Go back right. Not any other color, they will give you any other color. Pink color, right? Yes. So any other color you want, you can have. Yes, we cannot differentiate. Jema, one is input and one is result. You can find any name. Yes, we can give any name over it. So, see here, whatever you said is right. All controls will have a increment decrement option. Indicators will not have that option there. Okay, indicators will not have that option. So controls will have a white color background. Indicator will have a gray color background. Fine. This is one more control. It's okay. When I go to trim also, trim control has a white color background. Indicator has a gray color background. It's okay. But how do I identify? How do I identify whether this fuel is a control? Fuel is a control indicator. How do I identify this gauze is a control indicator? I can't show anything there because it is analog. You see here, I right click on it, it is indicator. If I change to control also, no it fits. When I right click on that particular, change to indicator also no it comes. Pressure gauge also change to control. Pressure gauge change to indicator. No it fits. You cannot identify that. If it as used as a control or if it is being used as indicator, you cannot identify them in your control. Then where it's only places view block diagram window show block diagram over there. I'll go to block diagram. Can you see that? Can you identify what are the parameters it goes? What are the your block diagram okay? Keep things simple for you and arrange. Can you find out what are elements of patterns? What are elements of indicators? All the vectors are patterns. All the elements are indicators. All the controls have elements of patterns. All the indicators have elements of sorry. But in lab you will get data flow from control to indicator. No. Always data flow from source to sink. Always data flows from source sink. In lab view, all controls or input elements are called as source of data. All indicators, all what to say, output parameters, whatever you want to know, everything is called as sink of data. Yes, all indicators, output terminals are called as sink of data. So it will receive data over here. So source to here. Very simple parameters. Very simple is consider is your wash basin, tap, sink. Always data flow from tap to sink. Same way. Even if you connect right to left also, data flows from not left to right, right to left. Source to sink. Am I clear? Whatever you can keep, even if your wire takes in and goes also, it goes where to see. No up and down, no left to right. Am I clear? And one more thing, and one more thing, see here, you can connect same data to multiple terminals. You can connect same data to multiple terminals. Very simple. If your workstation taps only one source of water will put. Multiple taps will give you water. So more same data will come out. So if I give over here input here, if you see when I go to the front panel, I have connected this input to different indicators. For example, I say 60 here, I get 60 here, fuel is also 60, gas is 20, fuel is 20. It is not 20. It's not 20. It's not 20. You see, you give 0.5 and show value. But when I give here 50 or 60, it is already beyond 1. You have seen 1 is equal to 1. So no, you have to see the page. So current maximum level, if you can keep comparing, the whatever variations you keep over there, everything you can show them. Then here you have to set accordingly. Now, same input you can connect to multiple parameters and you can visualize. The way how I will work is, if I say number, it is number. If I go for fuel, it is something as a 10 liter of fuel. If I go to water, it is a 20 liter of water. You mix. If I connect the same information to pressure gauge, I run this program, it is showing as a 10 bar pressure. Depends on the application, depends on the usage, we will keep the values over there. But all are same numeric data. Make clear? Yes? Okay. So now if you see in this, we have what input connected to three indicators. Let's say if I remove this input, what happens here is I get something as a broken wire. What it says? The wire connects to one or more data sink, but there is no source. There is no source of data. Okay. So now, if you see here, control B to remove broken wires. I connect to one, no, good. It's not possible. A is also giving data, B is also giving data. I try to connect them. We have connected a control to a control, change to an indicator. So one should be a source of data, the other should be a sink of data. Then only the data is possible. The same way, if you see here, I cannot make a result to another receipt. We can connect an indicator to an indicator, change that to a control. What is the error to technique? What is the solution for it? That's also technique. Am I clear? Yes, it's very simple, not that difficult. Okay, one more. If you connect one input to a result, if you try to connect one more input to the result, you get connect. It's connect or not? I try to connect. What it says, the wire connects more than one data source. One value is going to give you A, the other one is going to give B. You don't know what to display. You can display A information or you can display B information. Yes? So this will give you a conflict. That's it, you cannot connect. One data you can display in multiple, but two different data you cannot display in single. Am I clear? So numbers to numbers, you cannot connect number to boolean. You cannot connect number to boolean. See here, I move my mouse pointer to the cross mark. What it says? Type of source is a 64-bit double. Type of sink is a boolean data. Orange color connected to green color, not possible. So boolean 0, 1 no. Percentage B, percentage F is not equivalent to 2 others. Honor. Logic state high, logic state low. No. Percentage B is different here. 1.35 is different. It is not 1. It is not 0. Am I clear? Yes. So what you supposed to do with this? You have to connect boolean to boolean. You cannot connect Boolean also to number. So 0 and 1 will show whether water is there in tank or not is different indicator. On or off indicator. Tank will only show you the level of water in it. Am I clear? Number different, number numeric display is different, Boolean display is different. So Boolean will have only two states, on state or off state. Am I clear? This same way you cannot connect numeric to string because DBL does not support ABC. Sir, string here. Anything put under double quote it will work. No. Percentage B is not equivalent to percentage C. So no. 1.25 you cannot compare with the string variable. Numeric variable is different, string variable is different. So you cannot compare them. Okay. So what is supposed to do is even true false also will not support it. String to true false does not support Boolean true false. Do you guys understand? So when you say data type colors support, we cannot work on different color gradients. Yes. So different colors will not connect. You know, different colors. If you want to connect, you're saying something, I'm doing something. Then you say different colors won't connect here. But orange color is connecting to blue color. So no. Yes. Yes. BBL is connected to Q8. Q8 is an integer. Inside 8-bit integer. Numbers to numbers only are connected. Not connected to numbers to Boolean. So what it is trying to convey is, we see before that blue color, there is a red color dot. So no, the red color dot tells you something is happening here. The red color dot is a coefficient conversion. You will give me 1.25, but I will take this one. If you want to display 1.00, I will display this one. Percentage F, I can display it in percentage B. But percentage F 1.25, I cannot display it as a percentage S double quote 1.25. And the double quote percentage S is different, percentage F is different. I mean, here is only numeric data type you have this functionality of connecting to numbers to numbers. Because it get converted. DBA integer conversion it will perform. But Boolean conversion, string conversion, it won't do. Yes, it fast. Yes, it fast. Not so just once you are done, just go to file, save. Just go to file, save, and do you see your file name with an extension as dot you are getting? All API files will be saved as a .py. So now I will save this as a basic front panel. So now if you see earlier it was untidy, now this basic front panel API. Huh?
But actually, commit one part. Oh, content for one part is content.